so much. All I hear, we are all so grateful. That's all I keep hearing. Thank you from all of us.
Is you were in an ayahuasca ceremony.
My body's just really expanded and vibrating.
As a young boy died in your ceremony. The interdimensional being that took this little boy's soul is also coming in as well. It's like it wants to repent. I've never experienced this with a demon before.
So I need some insight or some ideas of support in the sense of all meditations I am great with, except when we get to either the words ayahuasca, whatever the words of these, whatever the names you were calling it, it's literally like a door goes down in front of me and I shut everything down. So I've had an issue. I've never been really able to drink wine or anything. I've had a puff of smoke once when I was 10 and I turned green and threw up. So there's something about, I've never been to an ayahuasca or any of your events. There's something that holds me back from going fully in and having that experience. I'm wondering if you have, I can lose myself in oneness with source, but as soon as we start working with these energies, I'm challenged. So I'm wondering if you have any suggestions in how I can navigate that as we go through these.
Yes. So if you want to close your eyes for a moment, I'll help you sort it. So just breathe. What happened in a past life is you were in an ayahuasca ceremony, okay, as a shaman. And I'm just trying to figure out if it's a boy or a girl. As a young boy died in your ceremony, okay? So we're gonna go back into that and just bring that into healing, all right? And because that part of you is still kind of stuck in that. Know that these things happen. We have many experiences as many different, beings, humans, ETs, like different forms of beings to have experiences through this whole kind of diverse game that we're playing. And I'm just gonna set up like a huge chromium octahedron around you. And I'm gonna rotate it clockwise and just fill it full of violet lights, okay? So just be in this space. The shaman that you were in this other reality is masculine, a male, 62 years old, a really gentle, older gentleman from some tribe. I just see it in the jungle, like it's very green, it's quite damp. And I'm just seeing him sat there, like he looks very depressed, heartbroken. So I'm gonna bring this piece of your soul into this octahedron, just to be in front of you. He's coming in now. I'm just gonna wrap him in chromium lights and just clean him, make sure there's nothing inside of him energetically that can disturb you in this reality. Just gonna run some frequencies through. Yeah, he's completely clear, completely clean. Okay, and I'm asking him if he wants to come into healing, and he's saying yeah. Okay, he's desperate to come into healing. And the interesting thing is, okay, this little boy that died in this ceremony, they were playing around with some interdimensional beings that came in, and the little boy got entangled with this being, and the shaman couldn't control it, couldn't deal with it. And they ended up kind of grabbing the little boy's soul. Okay, so the little boy is coming back in, and this is really interesting, okay? The interdimensional being that took this little boy's soul is also coming in as well. It's like it wants to repent. I've never experienced this with a demon before. I'm just gonna stick the entity and the little boy's soul in a chromium icosahedron and just run frequency through it for a minute. Just give me 1 minute. So I'm putting the code in, I'm running the entity through a portal I'm creating in the smoky quartz pyramid, which is now encoded. So it's gone, and it's gone back to where it needs to go to. It's gone back to source actually, which is pretty cool. Sometimes they go to different dimensional spaces. I'm going to close down the smoky quartz pyramid. So now we've got you and this other version of you, the shaman in this other reality. So are you ready to reconnect?
Yes.
Yeah. So just allow your heart to open. And as you open your heart, just ask this other version of you if there's anything he wants to share with you before he kind of comes home.
I guess there's just a fear of it repeating again. So there's a holding back of stepping into that power again, or that wisdom.
It's only him that's feeling this, not you. You're feeling what he's feeling. So if he's ready to let it go, then it's gonna release from you too. I mean, let him know that he doesn't need to feel this guilt anymore. He doesn't need to feel this pain anymore. And that in the grand scheme of the cosmos, everything is perfect. Everyone's learning lessons. The child that passed on, the child's parents, everyone, himself, it's all one big remembering experience. Just reach out, give him a hug, and let his light dissolve into you and bring him home. And as he comes home, just feel the shift in your frequency. Feel that huge release. And I'm also going to activate a rainbow plasma Merkaba field in your heart space, just to release some pure frequency, which will just flow through you now and start to recode your cells and just shift their frequency and just open your heart even more. So just let yourself be for a moment.
I feel like I just did the 45 minutes of breath work we did in the FT one. My body's just really expanded and vibrating.
Just be for a moment. Just breathe long, slow, deep breaths. Just let your body recalibrate. Let it do what it needs to do. Love you, sister.
Feels like the energy's flowing freely, like the blockages are dissolved. Spaciousness, just vibrating and spaciousness. And it's interesting because I'm walking around in my 60-second cycle in this lifetime. So it's interesting, the timeline, I guess, on his 60-second round as I'm going through mine.
Everything's so precise, you know?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Here, we are all so grateful. And that's all I keep hearing. Thank you from all of us that were a part of that experience.
Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking up and honoring yourself.